Okay, now hi everyone. Today we're going to look at our exit path 6.3a to draw the graphs of linear function, and this one is actually slightly more difficult one, but it's what is expected from an average express student. Okay, right. So here, before we start, let us take a look at some of the skills that we need before we draw this such graph. So first, we need to be able to fill in the table of values that represents a linear function. So for example, we have we will have this linear function here, okay, and this table is a table that represents this thing. So these values are the coordinates, the x and y coordinates that will form this line, okay. And you also need to be able to draw the axis of the Cartesian plane according to scale. The scale is the very important one over here. Next, we need to be able to plot the points, okay, on for linear functions. So plot the points based on these coordinates here, and to form a line by using the plots point plotted. Okay, so first, let us take a look at calculating the value of p and q. So here we have our y equals to 2 minus 3x. So I'm going to use this function because these points are actually from this line, okay. So I'm going to use this and look for our p. So p is our y. I'm going to copy the rest, and x would be -1 over here. Okay, so we just substitute in. So p will be equals to 8. Okay, now in the same way, y equals to 2 minus 3x. So I'm going to sub in this one over here. Q is related such that q is equals to, q is the y coordinate and 2 is our x coordinate. So we can find out that it's actually -4. Oops, sorry, this one is actually 5. Okay, so p is 5, q is -4, like this over here. Okay, so having these 2 points and having all the points over here, we are ready to draw the graph. So number 2, draw the graph using the same graph. Okay, so because we are using the same graph, where do we get the points from? We get the points from this table. Okay, so this table will give us the points for this. And okay, let's take a look at this. So before we draw this one, for a straight line graph, right, based on the skills that we need, we actually have these components of a straight line graph to select. Okay, scale, line, axis, and point, not in order, but scale, line, axis, and point. So it has to fulfill this criteria in order to be a good straight line graph. Okay, so here, let us take a look at the first one. Now the description, okay, read the description, draw this graph. Okay, now, so the first component is using a scale until here. So using a scale of 2 cm to 1 unit for the x-axis, for the horizontal axis, and the horizontal axis is between -2 to 3. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so for the horizontal axis, I need to write down the -2 to 3, and the scale is actually 2 cm to 1 unit, like this. Okay, oh wait, okay, alright, so over here I'm going to draft it out here so that I know roughly where to draw the axis. So I'm going to start with -2. So 2 cm to 1 unit, meaning the 2 cm is actually this. Okay, so how big is 2 cm? 2 boxes worth. Can you see 2 boxes worth? 2 cm. I think you can see on my ruler as well. Okay, so 2 cm. So the next 2 cm I'm going to increase by 1 unit. So -2, the next unit is -1. After this 2 cm, next unit 0. 2 cm, next unit is 1. The 2 cm, next unit is 2, 3, and that's it. -2 to 3. Okay, let me erase. Okay, I'm going to erase this later. Okay, now next, so this is the first part. Now let's look at what's in store for our vertical axis. Okay, and a scale of 2 cm to 2 units for the y-axis, -8 to 8. Okay, so for the vertical axis, it will be -8 all the way up to 8. Okay, okay, and we are looking at 2 cm to 2 units. Okay, so let me start at 8, the highest point, because we always need to include the points, so we just need to put down the highest point first. So 8 2 cm meaning 2 boxes, I'm going to jump by 2 units. So jump by 2 units meaning this will be 6. Okay, next another 2 cm, 2 boxes, jump 2 units, will be 4. 2 cm, another 2 units, 2. 2 cm, 2 units is 0. 2 cm, 2 units, negative 2. 2 cm, negative 4. 2 cm, negative 6. 2 cm, negative 8. Okay, so from here all the way up to positive 8. Next, I'm ready to draw my axis. And where is my axis? Actually at the 0. Okay, so I'm ready to draw this axis. Now here I'm going to draw with a bit more strength. For you, I feel that because that it has to be thick and the paper that is given, right, usually a little bit hard to discern, so I think this will be a good size. Okay, yeah. Then this will be Y. Get yourself so I was thinking that maybe a 2B pencil or HB pencil will be suitable because of the thickness. Okay, then at 0, okay, over here I'm going to draw my horizontal axis. Okay, passing negative 2 and 3 has to extend beyond that, and put the X here. So X axis, Y axis. Okay, alright, and pass negative 8. So I'm going to import my scales down. So negative 2, negative 1. Okay. Okay, notice I write my negative 1 in between the space so that I can see. So 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here, and I'm going to like draw these vertical lines. Okay, next the vertical point. So I have negative I have 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, right? Negative 2, right? You see how I write down, right? So it is here, negative, I try to avoid negative 8 like this. Okay, now next I'm ready to remove the things at the side. So let me just quickly erase this. Okay, erase. Okay, now so my axis is done, okay, with the correct scale. Okay, so and the scale, right, actually you see it's actually like a ruler. Okay, it's like a ruler and it's a very consistent scale. Okay, so it doesn't jump by the steps. And how to jump, they actually give you the instructions in front. So what you need to do is, I know this may look confusing, but this is all the details that you have in a very concise form, and it tells you what to do with the axis. Okay, so let's draw the graph, and we use these values to plot our graph. So negative 2, 8, 1, 5, 0, 2. Okay, so negative 2, 8 up here. Okay, so I'm going to plot and cross 1, 5, 0, 2. Okay, 1, negative 2. Okay, sorry, 1, negative 1 over here. Okay, 2 would be negative 4, 3, negative 7. So you have to plot exactly. You cannot plot like a bit, you cannot miss a bit. And what you do next is, okay, use a long ruler. So the secret to a good graph is a long ruler for the axis, and also, you know, so that you get this straight. Now you take a look at this, at this one. Can you see this? Right, can you see this over here? Now this is not good. Let me try to fix this and see what's wrong. Okay, let me try to fix this. Okay, alright, so here, okay, actually my plot is not accurate. Okay, like this. So I'm going to plot this nicely. Okay, so yeah, this looks better. Okay, alright, so there we go. And last but not least, labeling the graph. Y equals to 3 minus 2x. So this is this over here is the name of this oblique graph. Oblique meaning a slanting graph. Okay, next one, number 3. Okay, so next, the graph is ready. Now, and how do we know that the graph is good? We are actually looking at these 3 points: S, L, and P. Scale, line, and point. Sorry, in this order: S, P, L. Sorry. Scale, 1 mark for the scale, 1 mark for the plots, 1 mark for the line, 3 marks. Okay. Now, number 3, the coordinates of point A and B. They give these 2 coordinates. on the same axis, okay, on the graph behind. Plot, label, and draw a straight line. So we have three things to do. Plot, label, and draw a straight line passing through points A and B. So where's A and B? Neg 2, neg 4, 3, neg 4. Okay, neg 2, neg 4. So A is over here. 3, -4. Okay, so it's the x and y, okay? And we need to draw a straight line passing through it. So the third point comes from drawing this said line. Okay, like this. Okay, I believe it's good enough. Okay, make sure it's dark and thick enough for people to see. Next. Okay, the two lines meet at point R. Label the point R. Write down the coordinates of point R. So these two lines, AB and here, meet over here at point R. So I'm going to write R. Okay, and what are the coordinates? The x is 2, the y is -4. I'm going to write 2, -4 here, and in case people cannot spot, I'm going to write double up in front. Okay, 2, -4. Okay, like this. Okay, now last but not least, calculate the area enclosed by the lines. Okay, we have this line, line AB, and the y-axis. Okay, so we have the area, right, enclosed by this line, okay, this line over here, the line AB, and also our y-axis. Do you see like these three lines, they actually form a shape, form an area, and the area that they form is this triangle, right? You see, the area that they form is this triangle. So actually, how to find the area of a triangle? Half times base times height. Base, check the scale, it is 2 units. Height, check the scale, 2 to -4, so 2, 4, 6. The height is 6 apart. Okay, so here my area would be half times base times height. Okay, so this will give me 6 units square. Okay, so that is the end of the exit pass. Very, very straightforward. All you need to take note is to really read the instructions, follow the instructions, okay, and make sure that you score the basic few points well. This one will need to make use of, like, you know, the reaction skills in the exam, but this is the cornerstone. The first few parts are actually the cornerstone where you really need to score the full marks. Okay, so I hope this will be helpful for you when you are doing your correction. Have a nice day, and all the best for drawing graphs. Okay, thank you and bye bye.